Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to start reviewing the DR Power Field and Brush Mower. This is the XL30 Pro and 30-inch cut. It cuts down up to 3-inch sapling for brush. We're going to be mowing some pretty heavy field stuff as well as some brush, so we can really give it a try and see how it works. Showed up on a truck and delivered right here in a crate, and I got it all put together. And now I'm about to fire it up for the first time, see what it sounds like. There's a break-in period I have to go through, a few different things I have to do, and we'll be ready to go out and cut some brush. It has a 20 horse Briggs & Stratton motor on it. It's pretty cool because you steer it with the brakes because it's heavy enough, you know, you're not really going to do it all by yourself. So each brake will turn it right or left, 3 speeds forward, 1 reverse. Well, yesterday I got the clutch broke in, the brakes broke in, and then you saw I got to go out there and mow through that heavy. There was tansy in there, tall grass, raspberry bushes, and it's like the motor did not even like stress. It just cut it down. What I'm going to do this morning is back behind the pasture over here. We can never drive along that fence line to check it. I have to do it from the inside because there's so much thick grass and raspberry bushes and some small brush. I'm going to run it through there this morning and see how it does. I think it's going to do good. I'm really impressed with how that thing cut. All I'm going to say right now is that that thing is a beast. That far out went over what I thought it would do. I mean, if you can get that blade over it, it'll cut it. Well, the DR Power XL30 keeps plowing through everything. I could actually do probably a 4-hour video on this machine right here and not get bored with it. I'm going to start going into here a little bit. I can't run this video forever. We've done everything. It's done everything I wanted it to do. But eventually I'm going to do a trail through here, so I thought I would start right now. Well, I tell you, this is putting that DR Power field and brush mower through some pretty tough stuff, and it's doing a pretty good job. The only problem is I'm a long ways from the house and I just ran out of fuel. I thought for sure I'd have enough for a little longer. When I cut the trails on the other side of the property, I used a chainsaw, and I mean, I'd have to get on my knees sometimes to get underneath this kind of thick stuff. Once I get through this, it'll be a little easier on the other side, but this makes it so much easier. And it's nice because the bed or the deck on it, it pivots. I have it set for the way it was in the factory, which is the tightest setting it can be. If I raise the bolt on this side and on the other side, it'll pivot more. But it makes it nice because when you come up to, like when I was out in the field, we have a lot of these big ant hills. And when I go up to it, and even in here with all the humps, you know, it'll ride up on that side instead of digging in on the one side and the other side being way off the ground. So that works really nice. I think I'm gonna cut that right down right there too. It'll make it a little bit straighter. I make sure to wear my ear protection and then the screen for the face and everything. I thought stuff would be flying out of that thing all over, but it doesn't. Nothing yet has kicked back at me. I mean, you still want to wear your safety stuff, but it mulches everything, so most things stay up. And when you lift it up a little bit, you know, things will come out the front, but never back at you. Well, that's as far as I'm going to go right now. I might come out later tonight and do a little more. I'm just going to park it right here. What a machine. I mean, look at this trail. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching my review video on the DR Power Pro XL30. I was really impressed. This machine did more than what I expected it would do. I mean, it went through the Tansy real easy, which really surprised me because for a field and brush mower, that really shouldn't be a big deal, and it was no big deal. And then to take it out and do the raspberry bushes and stuff, I can never get my mower to do that, or if I do, I have to take like this much at a time. Go over it 3 times, go over it. This, we just barreled right through it. And then to take it out there, I mean, and then behind the pasture where I've never even been able to walk, it mowed that right down. And then to take it out in the woods and do that, like the final big test, was cutting down brush. And I mean, some of that brush I cut was like this. So I was super impressed with it. And actually in the next week and a half, if you guys watch the channel, I have the series on the tent. And I'm going to be bringing this up because it's time to mow that yard and driveway. And usually I'll bring out my riding lawnmower, and I bet you every 3rd time I mow it up there, I will ruin a blade or break something on the deck. And this is going to be perfect because going down the driveway, I need to mow about 30 inches. And I can just go right down, and anything it can push over, it'll cut down. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, I was really impressed with it. It took everything that, that I threw at it, and it far exceeded my expectations. What are you doing, Dolly? I will leave the links in the description box for you guys, so check it out. Pricing is pretty good on those right now. And check it out. That was a really good machine. That's a good girl. What are you 2 little pork chops doing, huh? I'll see you guys on the next video.